Hello, fire signs, sun, moon, and rising. This is Dee, and I hope you're doing well. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. To my current and new subscribers, thank you for your support, as it is greatly appreciated. And if you're browsing YouTube and you've come across my channel, it's not by coincidence. This is a divine connection. So go ahead and press that subscribe button and join us here, because I would love to have you also. This is a general reading for you, which comes to you from the tarot, which may or may not resonate. If it does, great. If it doesn't, just let it pass. In other words, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. God, Most High, Angel, Spirit Guides, Beings of Love and Light, the Holy Spirit, what is the divine guidance and encouragement for the fire signs? That's for their well-being. This is for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so you have the Four of Pentacles, which is an indication of you being in a place where you're really guarding, holding tight to your money and or possessions. And so this feeling of needing to hold tightly to what you have could be as a result of fear setting in, that perhaps you've worked very diligently and consistently to obtain the financial and material wealth that you have gained, and you may be feeling that you may somehow lose it for whatever reason, and that's due to you having bad experiences in the past. But I feel like it's important for you just to let the past be the past and let it go, because you've made tremendous progress and accomplishment to be able to firmly establish a financial and material wealth foundation. So you're being encouraged to just loosen up a little. Don't stress about it. Don't overthink or worry about it, as you've put yourself in a predicament where you have financially, again, created stability as well as stability, excuse me, for your material wealth as well, meaning your assets and other items that you have acquired. And so I feel like in the past you were truly devastated by having some sort of financial crisis, and that's causing you to have that fear. But you are being encouraged to rest your mind, relax, and really trust that you have ended that cycle, and that you're now in a better situation where you're managing your finances much better. But you know, tens are associated with endings and beginnings, and so that cycle in your life has ended here, and you're being encouraged to really just rest your mind and relax, and find your place of peace, trusting that everything that you've done to get to this point is not going to be lost. And look, we even have a beautiful rainbow that's showing up here on your Four of Swords card, right? Because there's four swords there. And fours are about stability, being stable, being grounded and rooted firmly. And so this confirms that you have a solid foundation that you have established financially and as it relates to material wealth, in addition to any type of career you have, whether you work for others or you work for yourself. It is established on a solid foundation, so you can just rest easy, release the stress and anxiety that comes up from a past experience. So you may have been devastated again in the past, but you've overcome that. You've gotten to a place where you are, you are stable. Everything is actually perfect as it should be. You're just allowing the past to haunt you, so to speak. But you are completely in control of that. Fire signs. All right, let me see what your next card is. Look, you have temperance. The need for balance. So balance out those emotions. Yes, there is a need for duality, and yes, there is a need for harmony as well. So take some time to focus on how you can create a balance in your life at this time as it relates to you stressing about your finances and or material wealth. How can you balance out your emotions, knowing that you've overcome the past crisis that actually affected your finances, and that you are now in a better place financially in your life? And the balancing of the energy here, it goes to show that with the temperance card, that everything that you do at this time needs to be in balance. And so doing everything that you can to create this balance right now is necessary. And so you see how on the temperance card, this angel has one foot in the water and the other foot on land. Land representing the earth element. Water representing emotions. And in the background, we see that there are mountains, and there's also a path that leads directly to a beautiful bright sun that's shining in the background, that has produced the energy that's needed for the flowers here and the grass to grow and blossom, right? So I feel like for you, this is symbolic to represent that you have overcome challenges in your life as it relates to your finances and your material wealth, or your working environment, and you have proceeded to take the appropriate action that has put you on this right path that you're on, which has led you to find joy and happiness in your life in this area, with the exception of right now, where you're stressing out and thinking about the past for some odd reason, which is causing you to feel the need to try to hold on tight to everything that you have, fearing you're going to go back to that crisis again. No, that crisis came so that there would be a lesson that would be learned, which you obviously learned the lesson because you've moved on, and you've taken the knowledge and wisdom that you obtained from that lesson to create financial stability. How do I know? We've got the Four of Swords. Four representing stability. And this card is symbolic to resting, relaxing, getting rejuvenated. So disengage from stressing yourself out, because you're really stressing yourself out by just revisiting over and over in your mind that crisis that occurred in your life, when you've moved past that. Because 10 representing endings and new beginnings, and also 4 coins, 4 pentacles, also representing stability. So you have stability, clearly. You're just stressing out about your finances and your work environment, whether you work for yourself or for someone else, for some strange reason. But Temperance is here to tell you and encourage you to become stable in the area of creating balance at this time. Balance is key. All right, let's see what your final card is. Cannot make this up. You absolutely can't make this up. You got the Two of Pentacles. About balance. So you may feel like you're on a roller coaster at this time, or you're riding the waves, right? Like the ship is riding the waves in the background. But you're only feeling like you're riding the waves that are out of control because you're allowing yourself to be in your mind unnecessarily. Balance. Create some balance at this time. Balance out your emotions. Let go of the past. What has happened has happened. Don't revert back to what caused you to be in the financial crisis, because if you continue to meditate, of course, upon that, then you could actually invite that. You can invoke it into your life, that crisis, because of course we know what we put a lot of energy into, meditating on it, rehearsing and reciting it over and over and over, right, to ourselves in our minds, gives it power. And the more power you give it, the more you can be sure that you're going to manifest it. So whatever it is that we give power to, that's what we manifest, whether we want it or not. So I would say disengage from that energy. There's no need to be worried or stressed out. All is well with your finances, your work, and your material wealth. All is well. You've been a good steward of it. Continue to practice said stewardship and know that all is well. Don't stress yourself out unnecessarily. It's time to change the way you're thinking. It's time to change that thinking from a negative thought into a positive thought by looking at your current situation and what you've been able to overcome and accomplish. That phase is over, it's ended. You got through the lesson with flying colors. You came through the lesson. Now it's time to just continue to be a good steward and of your finances, and also continue to have very good work ethics and manage your material wealth very well. Continue to do that. Everything that you've gained. And if there's something that you've gained materially that you really don't need, then pass it on to someone who can use it. That can always be helpful to someone else, and it empowers them, encourages them, etc., etc. But there's no need to stress out. There's no need to be over worried, over protected. That crisis that really took you down, you overcame it. So rest your mind, rest easy your thoughts, and maintain the appropriate and necessary balance in your life. I keep getting like roller coaster. You're putting yourself on like a emotional roller coaster, because those waves in the back remind me of a roller coaster, and again, water is associated with emotions. So you're having yourself on this emotional roller coaster ride, which is not necessary. It's not necessary. Assess your situation and look at how blessed you are. You are truly blessed. And you have the finances and material wealth, employment as well, to prove it. So this is your message fire signs. I hope it has been helpful. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and press the subscribe button because I would love to have you. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down in the comment section and or an emoji, as it would be greatly appreciated because it does help my channel to receive exposure so that others will have the pleasure of engaging in this content. So give me a thumbs up. I'm thanking you in advance. So fire signs, I will talk to you soon. Take good care of yourself. And oh, I want to say about the rainbow is that the rainbow represents peace. It represents peace. So remember I was talking about you finding your place of peace. Find your place of peace and reside there. Reside in your peace. All right? Yeah, I like that. Reside in your peace. Thank you, God Most High, for that. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now, fire signs.